it's me, Tierra Traniece, and we're back with another episode of How to Stay Booked. Now, last week we learned how to stay booked with our women in film. This week we have our women that are entrepreneurs. Now, listen, the women that are about to come on this stage, I don't even know how to explain anything to them, to you rather, but they are super phenomenal. I kind of really wanted to get entrepreneurs on the stage because everybody's just so fascinated with being an entrepreneur, but nobody really knows the hardships and the experiences and the pros and the cons of actually being an entrepreneur. Like, you think that you're just sitting home and just like, okay, girl, let me see what's the next episode gonna come on. It's like, no, 9 out of 10, you're sitting in your room dark, rocking back and forth, trying to figure out like, okay, I made 4,000 last week, I made 400 this week. What can I do to keep this consistency? So the first guest that I have coming up here, she may not need any introduction after, but when she comes up here, you'll realize why I said what I said. But I fell in love with her over social media, and now she's like my soul sister. Salt.xo, everybody give Salt.xo.
He like bad bitches, guess time's getting hard, so he take what he can get. And if you think for a second that your girl is in the feelings, you should check up on that nigga.
So I'm gonna give you guys a little background of Salt.xo, and then I'm gonna let Salt.xo tell you who she is. So Salt.xo owns I would say a skincare company, because it was not even really just soap anymore. Like, it's really way deeper than soap. I don't even know how I found out about Salt.xo. I just know the first time I experienced a citrus detox bar, I'm just like, throw all the Dove in the garbage. I don't want it anymore. Throw it all away. I gotta find Salt.xo. So I was like stalking her page because it wasn't really that bad at first. Like, you could get Salt.xo bars at one point, and then before it was like, okay, gotta set alarm. At 8:55, it's like I learned how to beat the site. I think I could do this at 8:57 and beat everybody else at 9 o'clock. And it was like, no, Salt was like, look, all y'all at 9 o'clock, get the soap. So I want Salt to tell you guys how she started this. How did you come up with the name? How did you get here?
So I came up with the name from my nickname in high school. So I had a best friend named Pepper, and I was Salt, so we was Salt and Pepper.
That is dope.
Yeah. And then it honestly correlated with like natural like elements. So like salt, so it was like, oh, right. It actually like, it blended well. So I was like, okay, well, that sounds good to me.
Right, because salt is in everything. Salt is literally in everything. So it's just like, what made you want to get into the skincare business? Like, what made you want to do that?
Well, I love natural skincare, like, period. So I became obsessed with natural everything. I cut my hair off. I started using natural products. I started using natural soaps. So everything was natural. So I was like, you know what, instead of like being a consumer, might as well produce my own, because I'm not gonna harass or like go crazy over like trying to find something when I know I could create it. So I started like creating. I started looking online like ingredients that would really like make an impact on someone's skin.
Right.
And so then I just like bought samples and just started playing with samples. And then I finally came up with something probably like 4 or 5 months in. And then I started. I made my first launch and I sold like 60 bars.
Right.
And after that, it was over.
Yeah. Although we do have Salt.xo here for the soap and the skincare, there's another beautiful entrepreneur that I want to welcome on the stage. Before I get into her business, she's actually a owner of candles. Anybody who knows me and my friends know, incense don't really do it for me. Like, I tried to do it, but it's no. I love candles. Like, I really love candles. I will burn candles all day long, and that's what made me, aside from the fact that she's my friend, it really made me love her company, because I burned her candles for 8 hours straight. The wax didn't go anywhere.
Wow. That is awesome.
I was like, my glade would have been gone. My glade would have been out of there. And so just like, aside from that, it's like really dope names for the candles. Like, you have like the typical like Hawaiian breeze, and it's like, no, this one called Saturday cleaning. So you know, on Saturday when you wake everybody up, you start playing up to Nita. You gotta burn this candle. You have to burn this candle. So without further ado, I want everybody to give Rejohan a warm welcome to the stage.
People change, niggas play, but I
So
try to
Rejohan,
game.
tell people who you are, what you do, how you started this thing.
My name is Rejohan. I'm the owner of 828 Candles, Candle Company. I debuted it in December of 2019. So I'm new as hell. But I've always loved candles. Everybody that knows me knows I love candles and wine. And it's just always been a part of me. I spend a lot of money on candles. So I just like Salt.xo, I was like, well, you know what? I might as well start making my own candles. So I started researching it for about a year and just looking into it. And then finally I just said, okay, you know what? I'm going to jump out on faith and I'm going to start making it myself. So I started making it and then I was like, okay, it's time to like let it go. Actually, her brother texted me one day out of the blue, and we don't even know each other, but her brother texted me one day out of the blue, and he was like, you know that's not yours, right? Like, you know that's God's, and you can't hold on to it. You gotta give it to the people. Like, it's not yours, it don't belong to you. And I was like, okay, well I guess I gotta put God, look, So eventually I just got everything together and I presented my candles out, and it's been a roller coaster, but it's been good to me because it's something that I love doing.
Yeah. So how did you get 828? Like, where does 828 come from?
828 is Romans 8:28. I say it every day of my life. I've been saying it for the last about 4 or 5 years, and it's very dear to my heart. Everything happens for a reason. There's a greater purpose for whatever you're going through. So I just was like, it really was a no-brainer. Like, I was gonna make candles. It was gonna be called 828. Like, that was it. So I named it 828, and that's it.
I don't know, maybe because I'm kind of biased when it comes to y'all, because I'm like, I always tell Salt all the time, like every time I see like some stuff going on in and out, I'm just like, Salt, I'm ready. Like, I always want to kind of like go after people, because it's not until you first understand, like as a woman, 1, as a black woman, 2, as an entrepreneur, 3, and then when you're all 3 at the same time, it's really, really hard to like build up a very great reputation for yourself. And then when you do that, and it's just kind of like, I don't ever want anybody to do anything to tear that down, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm always anything, but I can definitely see Salt.xo in Target. I say Target because Target is just not, I'm not on that tax bracket no more. I feel like Target, it just resonates with my soul. You know, I'm not like a millionaire, I'm like a thousandaire now. But you know, Target, it kind of resonates with my soul now. So I could definitely see Salt.xo in the aisles. And then 828, because you see, Glade is only there because Glade hasn't found anybody to like wipe them out.
Bingo.
And that's why we don't have 828.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm just so like super happy for you guys, because like I said, I didn't know Salt before. It was like, okay, everybody talking about Salt, and so I'm just gonna buy the soap. And with me, I don't know, maybe because I'm just always considerate, I'm always patient. So it's like, okay, if you read, it says this takes this time to produce. This takes this time to ship. Like, you know that production and shipping is 2 totally separate things.
Oh Lord!
So you know, I've always so I always take that into consideration. And beyond that, I take into consideration that these are people that have real lives. Like, if I was writing a song for somebody, I wouldn't expect you to be hounding me the whole week. Like, you know that I go to school, I do all other things. So what do you think this person's actually doing? Like, she's not in a sweatshop making soap this whole time. So I'll just always be considerate. But like I said, my first Salt experience, I was just like, I need more. I always have more. Like, I don't want to put nothing on my face at all. No soap, no moisturizer, nothing. Like, I put on my birthday list. So like, I want Salt.xo, don't buy me nothing else. That's what I want, and then it's just like, even with Rejohan and her candles, I was just like so excited, because you go from working a regular job where, kind of like doing, I won't say nothing, but you go from just being for everybody else, and then you find, for yourself, you find what works for you, and it's just like, I don't know if anybody else felt it, but it's a gratifying feeling. It feels great when you could just wake up and you could just be like, I don't gotta punch nobody's clock today. I'm good. I know it's gonna sell. Like, it's to the point where, like, the overall goal is to always make money in your sleep. Like, you have to create something that's gonna sell for you. Like, even when you die, when you're asleep. And I was like, candles, it's nothing.
Like, I don't think people understand the importance of having a balance, because honestly, there's no perfect way to like describe a balance. But if it works for you, it works for you. So. In the morning, the first thing I would do is get on my phone. Let me check emails. Let me check Instagram. No,
not no more.
No. My fiance was like, "Did you eat today?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Did you take care of yourself? Did you do your hair? Like, because that's something I love to do, you know." So when he recognized that, okay, well, you're losing it. You're giving everything to Salt. Nah, Salt doesn't hold me at night. You know, Salt will not pull me out of a dark place. That's my family and God.
Right. So it's just like, it's so important to understand who you are as a person first, as a woman second, and then understand like all these other titles that you got are just that. They just titles. They just titles. Like you gotta know how to separate yourself from that. And when you feel yourself losing yourself, even if you gotta like close shop, like look, we can't do this week. Like we cannot have a restock this week. And yeah, you may upset thousands of people, but like one of those thousands that millions of people to yourself. Listen to yourself.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of times where they'll tell you like I quit music every day. I quit it every day. I'm like, look, I gave their ass for me once. They gonna play for me once. That's it. I don't wanna do it no more. You know, because I'm a transparent person, but I'm not an open person. So it becomes a problem when it's like they want me to post. Okay, look, I'm eating grilled cheese today. All right. Look, y'all, I just got Sprite today. I cannot do that because it seems so fake. And like even when I go out in public, it's just like I deny it all the time. People see me all the time like, do you do music? No, it's not me. They did it. I was out at Tootsie's and the man like, you do music? I'm like, no. He like, you sure you look just like the girl? I was like, that's crazy. I'm like, people always tell me that. Like, I don't get it. He was like, we drunk though at Tootsie's, so of course he like, shit. I guess so. I'm glad it ain't just me. I'm like, it's definitely you, sir. When you see this, it was me. But it's just one of those things. So it's just like, as an entrepreneur, it's like I said, it's not easier than having a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5, you know when your check is coming. You know how much that check is going to be because you're doing calculations like, look, I did overtime. I know this, that, and third. When you are an entrepreneur, you do not know that. 1 week you get 4,000. 1 week you get 400. The next week you make nothing. You gotta try to find that 400 from last week to stretch it. And it's just like, an entrepreneur is really like that's really a hustle that cannot be taught to you. I don't care how many seminars you go to. I don't care how many women empowerment events you go to. I don't care how many business moguls tell you that they can show you how to be an entrepreneur. Can nobody show you how to be an entrepreneur? That has to be deep down inside of you. They can nobody show you that. Like can't nobody show you like you learn how to ride a bike. People can teach you how to ride a bike. Like I tell people, can't nobody teach me how to write. You can teach me how to read. You still do stuff like that, but like you can't tell me. Like that's where the conflict comes. You can't tell me how to write. I was born with that. So don't ever get wrapped up into those things. Women empowerment. I don't believe in paying for women empowerment. Because if you really want to empower a woman, you're gonna do it for free. That's what you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Because you feel it. You're gonna do it. I'm not saying $100. I feed you. You get liquor. Y'all ain't hit y'all lick. I got liquor for free. And it's like it's always on me because when you do God's work, God always take care of you. And if you're doing what you love, and you're doing what you love, the money always comes. Yes. And I know you know that. Like the money always comes. So even you, like you're a mom. Also, like how do you balance that? Because not only are you a mom to a 10-year-old, you're a mom to a 10-year-old who's also an entrepreneur because she out there her lip gloss.
Wow. I know. It's hard. It's not easy. I don't know why people make it seem like it's easy, but it's not.
Right.
I have a 10-year-old. She has her own business, so it's like I'm always dedicating time to her, and then dedicating time to my own business. Trying to be a girlfriend. No, I ain't. Yeah. I lost job in August, and I had probably been saying I was gonna make candles for about 9 months, and I lost my job, and I wanted to die. Like I literally lost a job that I thought that I was never gonna leave for the rest of my life. I never thought that I would be an entrepreneur and not go to work every day. So when I lost my job, I was like, okay, what's going on? I don't understand it, and it was like it gave me time to really like just throw myself into candles. And I mean, I was doing candles every day to the point where literally I would have to leave the house because my house was just filled with scent. And I would have to get out because I thought I was gonna pass out. Like I just had to get out the house. Like I was just doing candles all day, every day, and I just really threw myself into it. And then finally, that's when, of course, like I told you, I talked to her brother, and he was like, "It ain't yours. You gotta do it." So I finally was able to, show my candles to the world. But it was very hard. It was very time consuming. I took damn near all my money and put it into my candles. And the type of person that I am is, I mean, I don't not want help, but I feel like because it's mine, I have to put all of me into it. And I didn't want help from other people, and I didn't want money from other people. Like I wanted to put everything that I had into it so that I could say it was really and naturally mine. Right. So it was a hard journey. It's hard to deal with being a mom, and even with not working, like still dealing with her business. She's in like 5 different activities after school, so I'm doing that every day and dealing with her and still being a mom right at night. Like so it's been a journey, and it's not easy. And like I said, I'm a newbie, so I'm trying to be Salt.xo. But it's been a journey, and it's been nonstop, and I've cried so many nights. I mean, I'm a newbie, and I've quit 20 times already. Right? 20? That's it. I've quit so many times. I've cried when I sold out. I've cried when I didn't sell enough. It's been a roller coaster ride for me. But I'm thankful, and I don't know how she was when she started out, but I'm so thankful that I have, even though I just met her today, but I've been following her. But I'm so thankful that I have people like this to give me encouragement and to tell me that it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be just a little walk in the park. Like it's gonna take work, and you have to put yourself into it. You have to pour all of yourself into it. So I don't know.
We here now. So
this goes for both ladies on the panel. Being that social media is such a big thing nowadays, besides social media, what do you do as entrepreneurs to branch out your business?
I don't even know.
I struggle with this because I think that people think my personality on social media is really me, and it's not. So I'm one person on social media, and that is not who I am in real life. Like, I don't lie or anything, but it's just not me. I'm not talkative. I didn't want to come up here today. Like, all of it. So, I try to really, I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but for me, I try to really just tell people about my website and about my brand so that they always go there. They're not looking to contact me on social media. They're not looking to find out about things about my product on social media. Like they're always going to my website. I send out like little campaigns on my website, little emails and all that, Valentine's Day, Black History Month, all that. Right. So I'm always trying to get people there. I mean, I'm new, so I don't know if it's working, but I don't want people to tie me to social media, because if it goes down tomorrow, I still need to sell candles today and tomorrow and the day after that. So I that's what I try to get people to understand, but it's like it's really hard because in a world where just social media is everything.
I would say for me, I love going to networking events. I love going to seminars, stuff like that. Like I'm always at a seminar, I'm always at a networking event. And I honestly don't mind talking to the lady at Publix and saying, what do you use? Like, on your body
Right.
and say, you need to use Salt.xo. Like, I don't have a problem just being blunt and asking or telling. Like, even my therapist uses my soap. So she's going to get this soap. Every person is a potential customer. So I don't have like that feeling of I'm shy. Scared money don't make money. So
She already beat
I'm not. Yeah, that's what I was telling you. I'm like, I don't mind telling the world about Salt.xo. So yeah, every time I go to networking events, I meet a lot of people. Like, I don't know if you guys know Melanie Rouge. Yeah, like she's a huge advocate for Salt.xo. Like, super uses my soap. Like, and at one point she was a fan. I was a fan of her, but now she like actually used my product. Like BB Judy, I met her. I was like, I told her about Salt.xo. I don't play games. Like,
Any other questions?
Okay, like, from the point of view researching and starting, like actually starting on both your brands, like how did you guys like introduce it to the world? Did you like go around giving free samples or what? Like, what was the step from I'm out my kitchen or out my living room to customers?
that was the last time I'm trying to say
Even though I try not to get people to just follow me on social media and just really go to my website, social media was a big part of it. I advertised a lot. I talked a lot about I got candles. Like, I got candles for you. Like, they come in. Like, I kept doing that, and it was about the way I presented it. Even though I love sunflowers, they have nothing to do with candles. But every time I post, I don't even care if I even say I got a candle. I put a sunflower, like, and girls just like sunflowers, like that's what we like. But I always advertised about it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I drilled that in people's head in my timeline from the very beginning of when I first said, like, I think I'm gonna start selling candles, and I think just people just gravitated towards it, and I don't. Yeah, that's it.
What was the question?
From your living room, from the research to your living room to the customer, what was the step? Like, how did you get your product out to the streets?
Oh, okay. So, I used to have a job at it was like a breakfast spot. So I would tell the servers, like, because they would have really bad acne. Because when you're dealing with food and stuff like that, no, it gets crazy, seriously. And you're working like 12-hour shifts, and so you're not able to really like take care of yourself. So I was like, I'm working on this scrub, because I started with scrubs. So only a few people got my body scrub. So I started with scrub. I'm like, hey, I got this scrub, and I would use words that would like entice them, like life-changing, spectacular, innovative. It's crazy. Like, ooh, that sounds good. I like that. And then, like, I would bring them samples, and then I put it on Facebook. So I never really had a huge following, because I started with 234 followers in 2018, and I just started on Facebook initially because I had more of an audience that was like a loving audience. Facebook's like a family audience. So you got all of aunties and uncles. It's like, oh, I used to go to church with you out by yourself. So that's the one. That's really what started it, Facebook. And then the oldie goldie started, die down, and then I went to Instagram. And then Instagram took off. But I started word of mouth, then Facebook, and then Instagram.
And presentation is everything. I remember the first time I had a label, and I posted my label, and like Facebook went crazy. I was like, oh, that's it.
But even when you learn about marketing, no matter how much social media comes, digital comes, you always know that word of mouth is always the number one marketing tool. Like, if people talking about your stuff, good or bad, it's going to travel way faster than you think a share or a repost is. So just be cognizant of when the next time you go out to a networking event or to a regular restaurant or anything, like, talk about yourself. If you quick to talk about like celebrity gossip, do the same thing about yourself. Like, you say, okay, girl, you saw such and such, I get with such and such online. No, you get it at Uber, you get it on places like, look, I don't know what soap you use. Right now your soap. Right now I have you next week, skin clear, face looking good. This candle right here, I know you like to fry fish on Fridays. If you fry the fish, you ain't gotta let the windows up. I'm letting you right out. This candle right here is gonna get out of here. That's what you do. Like, you talk and you make people feel good, because we are human. We like to feel good. We know words. That's how I wrote Who Me Once. Words made me fall, and I got food, and that's how you like my song. So we all know words make you feel good. So, well, this is the end of this segment. But before both of my guests go, we get to our next segment. I always like to give my books to my guests, but before they go, I will let both of my guests tell the audience what are 3 ways that you use to stay booked. Like, how do you stay booked and above anything that's negative or not feeding your soul spiritually in a great way?
Well, for now, I just started to implement this, like I told you guys earlier, not taking things personal. Because I would take everything personal. When I say recently, I mean like earlier today. So like, I'm not gonna play with y'all because I would literally cry. And even, it's not even like it happened like a while ago. Like November, I was crying on the couch like, oh my God, everything's going down. Like, everyone hates me. It's like, girl. It's not even like, it's not even like that. It's really not. It's not that serious.
They just want this soap.
They just want this soap. Like, they have a need and you have to meet the need. Right. So I have to not take things personal because I have to realize I am one person, I'm a human, and I have multiple hats. So not taking things personal, realizing why I started Salt.xo in the first place, like having that middle ground to say, well, I remember when I was in my kitchen, like with little samples and making little soaps that looked crazy and giving them to my roommates, passing them out to my neighbors. It really humbles me and it reminds me of why I started Salt in the first place. And honestly, looking at my family and what it's done for my family and the places that we've gone, the legacy that we're building, it really like encourages me and amplifies all the negative feelings I feel. So I don't have a problem speaking out about what I do and how it's really made an impact on women and men, because we cater to the men as well.
Right.
And I just think that I had to really step out of myself and not think, oh, it's about me and what I feel. Nah, it's different. Like I had to get out of that work mentality, like I'm working for someone. No, I'm building a brand, I'm building a legacy, I'm building financial wealth, for my family, for my son and his son,
Right.
So it's different. So that's how I think about it.
Great. Rejohan?
First and foremost, I'm very spiritual. My faith is very strong, so I start the day with praying. I recite the same scriptures every day. It's very important to me. It's very big to me. I'm not a talker, but I don't have a problem with telling nobody about my faith or about God or about nothing like that. Like I'm big on that.
Right.
So that's important to me, and that keeps me going. Another thing is my peace and being unapologetic about it is very new to me. I used to be a person that has to please everybody, and I have to be the same friend I was even when I'm weak. When I'm strong, when I'm weak, I have to be the same person. I have to be the same person in my relationship when I'm strong or when I'm weak. The same mom, the same everything. And like now, if it's a bad day for me and I need a moment to myself or I need a moment to clear my head, like I'm unapologetic about it. I don't feel bad about it because if I'm not good, I can't give you anything else. If I don't have nothing for me, I can't give you nothing.
Right.
So that's big, and it's new because I just started that a couple months ago. And also, like, I don't know, when I first started my business, and I know I sell candles, but atmosphere was never, I didn't even think of that. But for the last month or so, like the atmosphere and making sure everything around me is okay, making sure I'm at peace when I'm doing things, like that's big to me too. So I can't be in chaos. Right. Like, I can't do none of that. So I can't move, I can't do it right.
He don't help you in chaos.
Right.
Sit still.
Hello.
That's when he helps you, when you sit still.
Yeah.
Right. So and that's very big to me. So as long as my atmosphere is right, I got peace and I'm praying, I'm good.
Well, I definitely want to thank you guys for coming, but before you guys go, I definitely have a gift for you. So I give all of my guests a book. It's actually one of my books. I'm not really sure what number it is. I'm working on my 12th book that drops this summer.
Yay.
Okay. So it's actually a book that I wrote, It's called Too Booked to Bullshit. It was something that I came up with, and I was like, everybody know I can argue. I was afraid that you was calling on my space, like, what can I say back on this stuff? I'm afraid that everybody call like, what you want? What can I run under my captions? That's me. I've always been that girl. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? I know that people listen to me, so I started writing my books, and it was like, Too Booked to Bullshit was so catchy. It was like, too booked. Like, I'm too booked to bullshit, and it's like, it's not even deeper than that. I'm booked. Like, I can't do it. Even if I'm not doing anything, I'm too booked for you. Like, I'm booked for myself. Like, when a hairstylist tell you, I can't do your hair because I'm booked. That doesn't necessarily mean that she's booked because she's doing people hair. She might just gotta go get food that day, and she's thinking about herself, and that's why I came up with Too Booked to Bullshit, and then it was Sorry I'm Booked. So I was like joking one day, like I never forget with my grandma, and I was like, she was talking to me, and I was like, sorry, I'm booked. And she was like, girl, what? And I was like, I'm booked. And I thought about it, I'm like, damn, I'm booked. Like, I can't do it. And so, like, it came to a point where I started this, and it's like, sorry, I'm booked. And to the point where I manifested it, like, all last summer, like, I really was booked. Like, it was like, I was having shows Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I was like, all right, I was going to sleep. But anyways, it was my way of, it was like a girl formula for multiplying your self-confidence and adding ambition and subtracting negativity so that it equals to a prosperous, positive life. That's what I wanted, like, for myself. That's what I always wanted, because, like I said, in high school, I was a mean girl. I wasn't a bully, but I was not the likable person. I was a cheerleader. I was popular in school. That was me. And it was like, when I got older, I realized, like, if I could use my words to do that, I imagine what I could do with my words now that I'm older. Wow. So, like, it's time where I see people in high school that I was mean to, and, like, I really, like, I'm so sensitive now. I see them and, like, I cry, like, apologize to them. I'm so sorry. That was me at 17. I was spoiled. I was everything. Like, I didn't understand life. Yeah. And so it just takes for you to understand as a woman how hard it is to be a woman, to not tear another woman down. Right. So I'm like, I just want to do this. So yeah, girl, I see people all the time, and I just apologize to them. But everybody else, I meant what I said. But yeah, so I always give my girls Too Booked to Bullshit. This is actually the second edition. The first edition was Too Booked to Bullshit, but the second edition is still the same title, but still booked. Because it was just like, I'm just reminding you, like, y'all released this book last year. It's the second edition. I'm letting you know, I'm still booked.
Amen.
Nothing changed. And it's really, really fun. If you know me, you know I'm not a traditional person. I like to have fun. So in the book, you see, like, different fonts. You see, like, really cool things in here. There's a section in there where you can take your notes afterwards, after you read a chapter, to just kind of, like, you know, figure out what it is that you read about. And so I'm like, what better way than to give women that's booked another way to stay booked? Like, it's a really fun book. You speed through it. Like, I read it in like a couple hours, not because I wrote it, but because it was a really cool book. So I always give you guys a copy of my book, and I always encourage anybody who really just is not a traditional book reader to get this book, because it's just really, really fun. And I was in a really crazy space when I wrote this book. And I just always want to encourage other women and motivate other women and uplift other women and let them know that you can do it. I'm letting y'all know, like, I was not like a silver spoon. I was raised in Okalaka in the projects. And I just want other girls that look like me, that think like me, that speak like me, to understand that you can do it. Sometimes, like, I went to school in other, places. I was too black for my white friends, and I was too white for my black friends. So it was just like, why am I so speaking so proper? Why are you doing all this? And I'm great. I'm glad that I'm actually well-rounded. So that's how we're here today. Any girl that's watching the show, know that you can do anything that you want to do, whether it's doing hair, making candles, making books, making soap, or making yourself a boss.
I'm trying to stay focused, get out on the shine before they finally close the curtains. Make a couple meals so my mama stop working. Got like 7
As women, you jump on social media all the time, and you just see so many different views about so many different things. Like, people always talk about things that they don't know. Like, I've seen men chime in on things about women. I'm like, how the hell do you know? Like, what are you talking about? How do you know what a woman's whatever is supposed to do? And it's like, you don't have what I have. So I don't tell you how to use yours, so I don't think you should tell me how to use mine. So that's how I pretty much came up with this topic. And I wanted to do the myth or fact. So I have two lovely guests up here. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Sarah Garcelle.
What do you do?
I'm an actress, a singer, and I bake. The Candy Girls.
I'm Sandrine. Most people know me as Queen Dream. I'm a hostess. I do baby showers, reception. Every event need a host. So if you have something, you need a host.
She bringing the energy.
Period.
So we're going to get to our first myth or fact. I'm going to say what it is, and you tell me if you think it's a myth or a fact, and then we'll go from there. So it says using condoms prevent all STDs. That's myth or fact?
Myth.
Definitely a myth.
Yeah. You get some in your mouth.
Definitely a myth. So the fact is, condoms only prevent, other STDs like, or STIs such as gonorrhea, chlamydia, and things with bodily fluids. Okay, now that's it. I don't know about nobody's pull out method.
I feel like the only thing that could prevent it is not
To not do
having
it.
sex.
And this is a room full of grown people and they don't want to hear it, don't do it. So,
I actually I'm saving myself for marriage, so that's why I said
Amen.
I believe that's the only.
Hey, listen.
That's the only way. And I always tell people like having a baby and stuff is not the only thing that you know what I'm saying, that you need to be worried about. It's a lot of things out here to worry about when you're doing that. So when I talk to my mentees and stuff like that, I always tell them, look, you ready to do that? Well, you better be ready for everything that comes along with it.
Right.
You adult now. You want to I hope you're ready for that.
Right.
They don't want to tell their parents, so they're not going to the doctor. So
right,
you know,
of course,
down.
of course. And diseases not the only thing that you catch.
Right.
Energy, some energy don't go away.
Yeah.
Some energy don't go away. Sometimes. Definitely another show. But, so yeah, just if you don't trust the person I just feel like if you don't trust the person that you with 100%, I feel like for one, don't do anything with them, but also just because you trust the person does not mean that you should not use condoms or anything to protect yourself, because a person is only a person to you when they're with you. You don't know what somebody else is doing. I'm not saying go home and start arguing with your significant other. Tierra said, when you're not with me, you be doing this stuff. I didn't say that. All I'm saying is just always think about yourself. And I always tell people like what I love the most about men, because if they don't do nothing else, they think about themselves. They think about themselves. Women don't do that. Men don't think about themselves. They think about themselves always, all the time. So that's the only time I tell you to think like a man. When you think about yourself, think about yourself. That's it. So the next myth or fact, it says you have to drink at least 8 glasses a day. Is that myth or
I say fact. We should, but do we all do? No, but it's definitely a fact.
So apparently, I tried.
Oh no, I gotta back that up. It's a myth because it depends on your body weight. Yeah, so you supposed to drink half of your body weight in water.
Yeah, because like I said, I tried. And imagine me like pre-weight, not post-weight. I was drinking like a gallon of water, and I was teaching kindergartners. So like we can go into the bathroom at the same time. They like, let's come go to the bathroom. I'm like, good, me too. Shit, I'm the line leader. I'm going. So it's just like, I'm like, it's no way possible that somebody just said we have to drink this amount of water and work a real 9 to 5. Like, I feel like the person who came up with it had to be an entrepreneur. Like you cannot drink a whole gallon of nothing and still like I can do it. Yeah. So it says the amount that you drink is actually determined by how active you are. So that's kind of a fact for you guys. Another myth or fact, it says that, which is really funny because when I was a kid, They said swimming after you eat is dangerous. So they started be like,
30 minutes.
come on, like, you cannot. You just ate that hot dog. You don't need to be that cold. I'm like, bro, that hot dog still right here. I didn't get in the water. Is that a myth or a fact?
I'm trying to think when I was young, you know, when I used to do that, like, did my stomach really start hurting?
Right.
After,
That's why when you a kid, nothing hurts.
no, you
Like,
just
nothing.
I'm gonna go with myth because I was one of them project babies that lived in the pool the whole summer. So ain't nothing ever happened to me. So I'm gonna go with myth.
be a bit.
So, it actually is a myth. You do not have to wait 30 minutes because according to American Red Cross, nothing has been confirmed that if you get in the water after you eat a full-course meal, nothing is going to happen to you.
It's just gonna be full.
And I feel like that was just one of those things, like swimming in the pool after you eat is one of those things. Like our parents told us, like if you cut on the light, the police will pull them over. It's not illegal.
That's crazy, and I still be thinking
It's not illegal. It's not illegal. It's not illegal. To this day, I cut the light on.
Turn my light on.
No, because sometimes as an adult, you realize you really need that light sometimes. Goddamn, I'm looking for something. Goddamn it, I can't pull over. Like, I need the light. So, anyways, that was the end of our segment. I want to thank our guests from the audience coming up here to debunk our myths and our facts. Like I said, until next time, it's me, Tierra Traniece. Bye, y'all.